Hello and welcome to the February ScotCenter highlights. The shortest month of the year was packed with exciting events. In the festivities of Super Bowl season, the Hiller Aviation Museum hosted a family football day reported by Kimberly Mitchell.
As the Bay Area basked in spring-like weather, families visited the Hiller Aviation Museum for its annual Flying Football Fun Festival.
So the events today, we're trying to kind of put on a Super Bowl related event, and so we hosted a football drop from a helicopter just outside here where the kids could gather up the footballs and see the footballs fall from a helicopter.
Families visited the Invention Lab, where they took part in various experiments and discovered the aerodynamics of football and how a football spins in the air. Meanwhile, at the Droneplex, drones soared and battled against each other in a variant of football. Visitors had the chance to fly the drones after practicing with a drone simulator.
Right here we're demonstrating drone combat. It's essentially take all the fun of flying drones, but then add in the competitive one-on-one kind of beating together of toys. So it's one big family. Like you could be 10 years old and flying in this group. There's no, and it's just fun. It's just for fun, and we all kind of get together and just beat drones together. You break the drone, everyone's smiling and laughing because we found a new way to break it. It's just so much fun.
So it's just a great place to come and see some really cool aircraft. We've got a bunch of weirder aircraft. It's not your typical air museum, and it's a very hands-on air museum, which means you're not just going to come and stare at old dusty aircraft, but you're going to be able to get inside some, you're going to be able to touch some, you're going to be able to learn how they work and how they fly, and do some experiments by yourselves.
It's great. We got to, this is like the second year in a row we've done this, and the girls had a fun time and they both walked away with the football. It's a really nice family fun experience. We would encourage anybody with kids or interest in aviation or summer camps to consider joining, or at the very least checking it out once or twice.
Reporting from ScotCenter News, I'm Kimberly Mitchell.
Our girls varsity basketball team advanced to the first round of playoffs. Samantha Dahlberg reports on the Scots' loss against South City High.
On February 15th, Carmont's girls varsity played against South City High in their first playoff game. As it was coming close to the end of the first quarter, the Scots were falling behind.
We started a little slow. We turned the ball over a lot against their press, and we didn't really know how to handle it. But then once we started breaking it, we really started to play well, and we actually outscored them in the second quarter, and we were within 3 points. But then come the third quarter, we kind of fell apart again, turning the ball over more, and we weren't scoring as much. We weren't making our layups and the easy shots, so I think that's what gave them the advantage, and we started to lack on defense as well.
Everyone learned what they were supposed to learn, and we all came together as one. The players have been amazing, and just playing throughout my 4 years has been the best 4 years of my life.
Our team has a lot of heart. We don't give up that easily, and it takes a lot to deter us, and even if we're 20 points behind, we still keep playing our hardest and try to catch up with the other teams.
South San Francisco is a very good team. They're the #1 seed in the Northern Division. We've got a great combination of inside scoring, some size, good length defensively, as well as some good outside shooting. Also, this team has great team chemistry and camaraderie. In my 5 years at Carmont, this is a team that has really risen above in terms of that camaraderie and stick-to-itiveness.
Even though the Scots lost 50-63, they still won in spirit. Reporting from ScotCenter News, I'm Samantha Dahlberg.
Next, Kimberly Mitchell reports on the annual Chinese New Year parade in San Francisco, celebrating the Year of the Dog.
The city of San Francisco welcomes the Year of the Dog with floats, folk dancing, beautiful costumes, dancing lions, and more in its annual Chinese New Year parade. The streets were packed as approximately 1 million people gathered to watch the celebration. Music played throughout the day as marching bands paraded down the streets. Children from local schools also took part in the event, such as the students in Yikuo Elementary School, who after 6 weeks of practice danced in dog hats. David Ginniger was one of the several parents who participated in the event, walking alongside his daughter in a panda suit.
It's a really nice, eclectic group of kids. So, and everybody here is obviously kind of represent the best of what San Francisco really offers.
Dating back to the Gold Rush era, the parade has been a beloved tradition of the city and is now the largest celebration of Asian culture outside of Asia. It has even been named one of the world's top 10 parades by the International Festivals and Events Association. For first-timer Ella Min, the parade was an exciting way to celebrate the new year.
It's a very fun experience, and it's very, very colorful.
Even those who do not celebrate the Lunar New Year enjoyed watching the parade.
This is my first year coming, and I enjoyed it. It was nice. I actually been out here for a couple hours, too. I enjoyed the dragons and the kids dancing. I enjoyed that. I actually learned a lot of nice little cool things about the culture. Not just about the dragon, because I thought one of the lions was a dog, but it wasn't. But yeah, I learned some of that. I learned about how it symbolizes good luck and prosperity throughout the year for them, and I think it's a good thing that they're doing. And I feel like other nationalities and stuff should come down and check it out, because it's something different and it's pretty fun.
Many others enjoyed learning more about Chinese culture.
I'm not Chinese, but and here many Chinese people there, and then I have some Chinese friends too. And I was interested in to watch the Chinese parade because in my country we don't have it, so it's kind of a unique situation for me.
Firecrackers illuminated the streets as the crowd favorite and mascot of the Chinese New Year parade, the Golden Dragon, soared. More than 100 men and women worked to propel the 260-foot-long dragon. And with drums and firecrackers echoing through the night, San Francisco ended its parade. Reporting from ScotCenter News, I'm Kimberly Mitchell.
ASB election results are here. Our ASB president is Valerie Wang, senior president Alex Darakobian, senior vice presidents Jonathan Daradal and Tim Krasiv, junior president Joe Cison, junior vice presidents Rachel Amir Chapman and Nate Rudder, sophomore president Lance Leong, sophomore vice president Noah Camarino. These candidates have been campaigning throughout the month. Joseph Gomez reports on the students' preparations.
On Monday, an informational meeting was held for those curious about campaigning for ASB elections and the jobs of elected officers.
So very typical activities would be homecoming, float decorations and securing the floats and things like that. Currently, the sophomore class is doing all the organizing of the rose sales, and that involves taking orders for over 800 roses to be distributed during third period on Valentine's Day, and they have to buy all those roses and deposit all the money. So there's all kinds of activities that class officers do. The most important thing is that they're the representative of the class, and they listen to what the class wants and try to provide for those needs.
Many non-ASB members are campaigning this year.
I think that the fact that I'm not an ASB shouldn't stop me from running for a class office. I think that my experience at Claremont has given me a unique perspective of what the concerns of students are and what can be done to increase involvement in school activities. And really through my campaign, I want to pursue this goal of outreach, increasing involvement in ASB activities. And because I'm not necessarily part of ASB, that has really given me a unique perspective on how I can solve this issue and what the concerns are of many students. I think that you don't necessarily have to be an ASB to want to run for class office or to want to improve your school and improve Cromont's environment?
Campaign's just starting, so right now I got to get all the petitions and I got to get all the signatures from the students. Other than that, you know, got to film the video, got to put up some posters. It's going pretty well.
Some students believe the elections are just ASB popularity contests.
Well, obviously I would hope that's not the case, but at the same time, you know, popularity is a good sign that you know a lot of the people in the grade, you influence a lot of the people in the grade, and that a lot of people like you. So, in a sense, I guess you could say that popularity does play a huge part in the success of our class officers.
Be sure to look out for your favorite candidate and vote next month. From ScotCenter News, I'm Joseph Gomez.
For your March updates, Gender Equality Week will be taking place on campus starting March 5th. Look out for activities happening around the school. On Saturday, March 24th, students all across the nation will be leading, speaking at, and participating in rallies and marches to push for stricter gun reform in wake of the Stoneman Douglas High School shooting. There will be a rally taking place at the Courthouse Square in Redwood City. The spring choir concert is coming up. Titled American Songbook, the concert will be held March 23rd through 24th at the Performing Arts Center. Tickets are available at CromontPerformingArts.com. On Friday, March 30th, there will be no school in recognition of Cesar Chavez Day. This holiday celebrates the birth and legacy of the civil rights and labor movement activist Cesar Chavez. That's a wrap for this month. Thanks for watching. Reporting from ScotCenter News, I'm Briana McDonald.